A mass exodus has begun at the State Department ahead of incoming Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Tillerson will have many empty seats to fill, as nearly as a half a dozen top-ranking officials at the State Department are stepping down. Manila Chan with the story tonight.
Hi there, Ed. Yes, the rumor mills are all buzzing right now, trying to understand why about a half dozen State Department heads have just all put in their resignations. Now, we're learning that Victoria Nuland, the Assistant Secretary of State for European Affairs, and Patrick Kennedy, the Undersecretary of State for Management, and Joyce Ann Barr, the Chief FOIA Officer, Michelle Bond, the Assistant Secretary of Consular Affairs, and Gentry O. Smith, Director of Foreign Missions, and Thomas Countryman, the Acting Undersecretary for Arms Control and International Security. They have all resigned, some effective immediately, others in the coming days. This is the State Department's entire senior administrative team, all departing all at once, a turnover that has never been seen before during a change of hands of presidential administrations. Now, turnover, though, I should say, is the rule. This happens regularly when a new president takes office, and sometimes these career Foreign Service officers, they do stick around a little bit longer to help the transition with their replacements. But this departure by this group is stirring up talk all over Washington, as some reports say that they were asked to leave. Now, other reports are citing that they resigned on their own accord. Now, you may recognize at least one of the names on this list here, Victoria Nuland. She had a light shined on her just a few years ago when a leaked phone call made its way to the press. She is, of course, the State Department's essentially expert on Russia relations, and she ruffled a lot of feathers when she said this.
Robert Seri, did I write you that this morning?
Yeah,
okay.
I saw that.
He's now gotten both Seri and Ban Ki-moon to agree that Seri could come in Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
So that would be great, I think, to help glue this thing and have the UN help glue it. And, you know, the EU.
No, exactly.
Well, she also made an appearance in Maidan in Kiev during those massive protests and decided to famously hand out cookies and bread to people in 2014. That is not something you usually see a diplomat do. Now, her position is something the incoming Secretary of State would need to fill immediately, given the contentious relationship between the U.S. and Russia right now. So far, the White House has only accepted 2 of those resignations for Pat Kennedy and Tom Countryman. So as you can see, Ed, Rex Tillerson taking the helm of the State Department, he's got to hit the ground running and have a team of people ready to fill those posts immediately.
Well, Manila, this kind of opens the door for the Trump administration to really get a fresh start with Russia to get some of the problem people, quote, out of the way. What do you think?
It could be, but at the same time, I mean, these are jobs that do not require any kind of Senate or any confirmation. So this is all basically based on Tillerson. And as you mentioned, he has a great relationship, an existing relationship with the heads of Russia as it is. So it could be a nice entryway for all of the people that can perhaps mend relationships going forward.
All right. Thank you. Manila Chan reporting tonight.